Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is Monday and I hope you guys are having a great day. Today is a very unusual kind of discussion, and despite the plethora of coinage and stuff that you're about to see, I'm going to try and make this video as really quick as possible, so I probably won't do it any justice whatsoever. And really, this video is about more collecting coins, so numismatics and well, just a bunch of other stuff. I mean, there's most of it is British. There is other continental things in here, and as I said, it's just a very random discussion about numismatics. Well, I'm going to have to move the camera because there's absolutely no way I can actually show you, every single bit and bob. But before I do, all the views here obviously are my own, blah, blah, blah. You get that idea. And I actually would like to know your views. And the reason I'm actually asking is, collecting numismatics or even tokens like this coronation of the Queen from 1977. Still in the original packaging, still absolutely in mint condition. Excuse the light, and let's pull this thing out carefully. This here is just one of the many things that you look at and you think, oh wow, that's amazing. Or, well, I mean, I did at least at the time. And, I bought it. I was quite happy to buy it. I don't think I paid a lot, which is lucky. But if you, bought one of these to hold on to and to keep in 1977, here's two more, just for the record, but not in cases. You'd be pretty disappointed because they're not worth anything. They're worth actually nothing apart from what someone will give you. Because obviously they had an amount on them, which isn't printed on. I believe they were 25 pence, so about, I don't know, 35 cents US dollars wise. Sorry, these are actually two separate ones, my bad. So we'll focus on that one, not that one. Yeah, it's quite bizarre. As is, if you take a look, I have several bags of these because and trust me, this is nowhere near my collection. These are all 1947 plus sixpence pieces. Now, you could probably get a figurative view there. And they are pretty old in some respects, but they're not really worth anything. I mean, they're worth probably, I don't know, about 50 pence a bag-ish, if I wanted to sell them, I suppose. I don't know. I've not looked at them. Whereas, and this is going to bring us on to another bit here. So this is where the camera's going to get moved. So if you do suffer from motion sickness, I'm sorry. Right, so we have here actually, you know what? I'll just bring it out and I'll put this down. It'll make my video easier. This is the old Edinburgh pound, or a £1 coin, and it was, if you look here at the top, it's Edinburgh. And on the index scarcity, it's rated at 100. So this is a very, very rare coin to find. and it's a pound. But of course, we've since changed over to our new pounds, which can be seen actually in another video. So I was talking about having misprints and so on and so forth. Here's the second in the series. Actually, I mean, I have the whole list of them, but this one here is Belfast, which is 88 and is second rarest pound coin. And then the third rarest pound coin is London, and it's rated at, this one here is Cardiff. Did I just swap them around or something? Hold on. Oh, that's Belfast, right? Okay, whoops. I did swap my coins around, so let's have a look here, my bad. Okay, there's London, which is rated 77th on the scarcity index. Let's go back here. This one should be Cardiff. Yes, it is. There's Cardiff. Okay. And this is 88. And one of the other ones, because I know Backyard Bullion wanted to see it, he made a comment, and it's about the 50p's. And here's just a couple of the ones that are on the scarcity one. So the top one obviously is 100, which of course is this lovely beauty here, and it's the Queen's Beast. Queen's Beast, God. The Kew Gardens. Don't know why I said that. And you have to be really careful about fakes, because there are plenty out there. I don't know if that'll even show up. It does say Q down below, so don't worry. Just trying to zoom in and focus on just the coin, but it's not doing it. You could just make it out on the video, I know that. And you have to watch out for the point on this one and the amount of leaves, and there's so many variants of fakes out there, it's unreal. So this one's a 50p piece, and it's the value of these things are stupid. I can easily sell this on, Fleabay, as I like to call it, well over £100. I'm still watching them rise. People are still buying them. I don't really understand why. This one's in really good condition. I was just quite fortunate. And this is IRB, it doesn't say copy. That's another one to look out for the record, right under the Queen's neck. So that's the Kew Gardens. There you go, Backyard Bullion. The second one on there is obviously football, which is the offside rule explained. And this is rated at 94. I still don't understand it even holding the coin. And then you get things that you think are really good, such as the Robert Burns £2 coins, for instance. But they tend to be, very low. Like this one here is just a 22. And bear in mind, I've just grabbed, a selection of stuff and checked them out. This one you'd expect to be very low, and it is. It's only a 7. And it's the Britannia. And it's a £2 coin. Whereas you'd expect something like maybe Florence Nightingale. You can see the two hands holding onto one arm here as it goes through. You'd expect that to be a bit more than the Britannia, but no, it's only a 2. So the Britannia came out at a 7, and this came out at a 2. Right, so I always watch all these American videos. My home country. And it gets me thinking, because it's like, where, can I go and grab, quote, junk silver from? Well, we do have, quote, junk silver. I mean, to a degree, but you have to go looking for it, and it's not really worthwhile. So if I take this 1932, There you go there. Shilling. This is 50% silver. And there you go. You got George V's face on it. But it's only 5.65 grams. And it's not really worth it. Here's another example. This one's a little bit earlier. It's a 1922. Again, all these are quite common, but they just way too expensive to actually go out and buy them for the silver value, because nowhere will actually sell you the silver value. So you're paying a collectible premium if you get a hold of these. And most of these were all found ages ago now, whilst I was digging up on metal detecting. And again, this is just 50% silver. Whereas if you go for the high, let's just grab one. If you go for the high value silver pieces here, this one, let's try to get you in focus, little guy, is, I'm not quite sure which year this one is, but this one could be a 1917, if memory serves. What they call a threepence or 3 pence in this country. Yeah, 1917, 1917, and you have the big 3. Now these are 92.5% silver, so they're almost pure bullion. They're actually sterling bullion. I have a few here just to show you. So all those here are 92.5% bullion. But they weigh next to nothing, really. And if you want to really go back and to look at stuff, I'm just trying to see here to do some things that are quite interesting on this. Things, obviously I've picked up whilst I was metal detecting and stuff. So you can see here, there's an 1896 1 penny, British penny. And then, of course, once you move on from that, like I got a 1905 King Edward 1 penny. Let's go for 1867. Is this my oldest? No, it's not my oldest one here. 1867. Whoops. There you go there. So, I mean, this is coming up almost, it's only about 40 years, just under 40 years shy of 200 years old. This is an Italian coin. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Something like centime or something like that. I got pretty lucky. This is probably my oldest one. 1864. Not quite sure where the date is on this one. It's a 1 cent, and this one was a gift, actually. It was sent to me many, many years ago. Come on, focus. I know the light shining off of this. 1864. And just, you won't be able to see this, but kind of between his ponytail and the top of his headdress, there is the letter L. So apparently it's quite a rare coin to find. And this one did my head in. See here if you guys can actually see it on there properly. You can see it's a Krugerin. When I first started off buying gold and silver, I made that mistake where I trusted that this was a 1 gram Krugerin. Now, why am I showing you this at the end? Well, it's part of Numismatic, but it's also kind of part of me. Really, This was being sold to me and was sold to me as gold, so I paid a premium on it. And it actually is just fine brass. Ridiculous, isn't it? So I got sold that. I bought it. I paid my dues. I learned my lessons. And that is not gold. That is fine brass. I'll get an up-close photo of this for you guys at the very end, which I'm about to be wrapping up, because as much as I would love to actually show you the plethora that, I'm just going to move the camera, that kind of lurks above you, and I've spent a lot of time, a few hours, sorting all this out. I don't actually have enough time for it all. But kind of just a weird thought. Are collecting coins worth it for a long term or worth it for a short term? Just remember, this was really highly collectible once. It's worth nothing now. This, which is the Edinburgh, and this, the Kew Gardens, are highly collectible now. But should I bite my losses or take my chance and sell them now, or hold on to them and basically just be a custodian to them until one day they turn into these, or potentially one of these? I'm not quite sure. I would be really interested to know what you guys think about this. But I did kind of want to point out as well that we do have silver in the coin system, but after 1945, it just died out, and it's rare as hen's teeth to obtain. So it's really not worth it or viable as a silver stalker to collect it. But if you find them, fantastic. Anyway, this has gone far longer than I really wanted to. I will put a photo of that Kruger in at the very end. So thank you very much. This is the end. Bye.